Garri, a popular food enjoyed across Africa, especially in Nigeria, Cameroon, and Ghana. Whether you love it as soaked garri with sugar and groundnuts or as eba with a delicious soup, there's no doubt that garri is an important part of our culture. But if you have diabetes, you might be wondering, is garri good for you? Can it raise your blood sugar? Should you avoid it completely, or is there a way to enjoy it safely? In this video, I will break down everything you need to know about garri and diabetes, what it's made of, how it affects blood sugar, and how you can eat it in a healthier way to prevent sugar spikes. Stay with me to the end because I'll answer some of the most common asked questions about garri and diabetes. If you are new here, my name is Mirabe Kono, a registered nurse and a certified diabetes educator. I share videos on diabetes awareness and tips to manage diabetes type 2. If you find my content helpful, please like, comment, share, and also subscribe to the channel for more videos. Before we talk about how garri affects diabetes, let's first understand what it is made up of and how it is processed. So, garri is made from cassava, a starchy root vegetable. The cassava is peeled, fermented, grated, drained, and fried to produce the dry, grainy garri we all know. We have yellow garri, which is made with palm oil, and white garri, which is of course made without palm oil. Now, since garri comes from cassava, let's look at how this affects blood sugar. Since garri is made from cassava, it means it is naturally high in carbohydrates. So, what does it mean for someone with diabetes? Number one, high in carbohydrates. Garri is mostly starch, and when eaten, the body breaks it down into sugar, which can cause a rise in blood sugar levels. Secondly, high glycemic index. Garri has a high glycemic index, meaning it digests quickly and raises blood sugar fast. Next up, fermentation reduces starch. The fermentation process reduces some of the starch found in garri, but garri is still a high carbohydrate food. Fourthly, low in fiber. Garri has little fiber, meaning it digests quickly and does not slow down sugar absorption into the bloodstream. So, does this mean garri is bad for diabetes? Not necessarily. It depends on how much you eat, how you prepare it, and what you eat garri with. The good news is that you don't have to completely avoid garri if you have diabetes, but you need to be smart about how you eat it. And here is how to eat garri without sugar spike. Number one, portion control is key. Eating a small portion of garri instead of a large plate can help to reduce its impact on your blood sugar levels. Secondly, pair it with high fiber foods. Eating eba with high fiber soups like okra, vegetable soup, or even ogbono soup slow digestion and prevent blood sugar spikes. Avoid adding sugar to soaked garri. Drinking soaked garri with sugar and milk makes it higher in carbohydrate, which is dangerous for diabetes. So, instead of eating a big plate of eba alone, balance it with plenty of vegetables and proteins to keep your blood sugar levels stable. If you love garri but want to make it more diabetes friendly, here are some smart ways to modify it. Number one, choose yellow garri instead of white garri. Many people think it's better to choose white garri over yellow garri, but when it comes to diabetes management, yellow garri is a better option, and this is because it is made with palm oil, which contains healthy fats that slow down digestion. White garri, on the other hand, lacks fiber and digests faster, leading to higher blood sugar spikes. Number two, eat smaller portions of eba. Instead of eating a big plate of eba, reduce your portion and increase the soup. A good portion size is about half a cup of garri per meal for better blood sugar control. The third thing is for you to eat eba or garri with low carbohydrate soups. So avoid heavy oily soups with too much palm oil. Go for vegetable rich high protein soups like okra soup, eru, egusi with plenty of leafy green vegetables. Number 4, add protein to your meals. Adding fish, lean meat or beans to your meals slow down sugar absorption. Protein helps you to stay full longer and prevents craving. By making these small changes, you can still enjoy garri without harming your blood sugar. With all that being said, let's take a look at some of the most common asked questions about garri and diabetes. The first question is, can diabetics eat garri? Yes, but in moderation. Garri is high in carbohydrates, which means that it can raise your blood sugar levels very fast. However, portion control and how you eat it matters. Question number 2. Does drinking garri cause blood sugar spike? Yes. Drinking garri that is soaked in water can raise blood sugar quickly because it is a processed carbohydrate. It lacks fiber and protein, which help to slow digestion. If you want to drink garri, use a smaller quantity. Add groundnut or avocado to balance it up. The third question is eba or garri better than drinking garri for diabetes? Yes, eba or garri is a better choice than drinking garri because it is eaten with soup, which adds fiber, protein, and this helps to slow down blood sugar spikes. However, keep your eba portion small, about a size of your fist, and pair it with vegetable-rich soups like egusi, okra, or even bitter leaf soup. Question number 4. Which type of garri is better? Is it white garri or yellow garri? Both types of garri have the same carbohydrate content, but yellow garri has added palm oil, which provides vitamin A and fat. However, the best choice for a diabetic is to eat in small amounts. Pair it with fiber and protein. The fifth common asked question is, are there healthier alternatives to garri for diabetics? Yes, some better alternatives include plantain fufu, which is lower in carbohydrates and has more fiber. We also have cabbage fufu. It is low in carbohydrate and is diabetes friendly. Oat fufu, higher in fiber and slower in digestion. So, is garri good for diabetes? Garri is high in carbohydrates and can raise blood sugar if eaten in high amounts. However, it can be eaten in moderation if paired with fiber-rich soups, protein, and consumed in small portions. If you have diabetes, avoid drinking soaked garri with sugar and milk. The best way to eat garri is as eba with plenty of vegetables and protein. Now, I want to hear from you. Do you love garri? How do you eat it in a healthier way? Let me know in the comment section. If you are struggling with your diet or you don't know what to eat while managing diabetes, I came out with a 7-day meal plan. You can download it for free. If you are interested, check out the link in the description box. If you found this video helpful, please like, subscribe, and share with your loved ones. Don't forget to turn on your notifications so that you don't miss out on any of our diabetes-friendly food tips. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.